What's going on, y'all? So this video is going to be a little bit different. So this video is day one of me rebuilding my body from scratch. And just a little context. One of the things that I really wanted to focus on during this point in my life was personal growth and development and getting myself back into shape. So improving my nutrition, my physical health, all of that. So I've been doing a little bit of research to figure out some ways to get back into working out. And as I get back into the habit, I wanted to kind of shift my training modality. So previously I was doing a lot of weight training and I was pretty consistent with that for a couple of years. And then I kind of fell off in September of 2024 due to just some neck pain, shoulder pain. I also had this chronic cough, but much of that has subsided now. So I feel pretty good. I feel pretty healthy, but I definitely feel weak. And I do feel like I lost a lot of the strength that I had gained during that 2-year period. And truthfully, even when I was weight training, one thing I will say is while I appreciated the size I was able to put on during that time, I did often have aches and pains, be it muscular pains, be it joint pain. One of the things I really want to focus on this go around is I want to focus on mobility and functional strength, relative strength. So being able to lift my own body weight in a variety of different ways. And so it just seemed like calisthenics is the way to go. So anywho, that's enough rambling. Let me show you the workout. Talk to y'all soon. All right, y'all. So today was day one of me starting my new workout routine, and I couldn't think of a better way to jump it off than by weighing myself. So I am currently 183.8 pounds. And truthfully, last week I was at 185.7 pounds, but I recently changed up my diet, started eating better, and I can already see that I've lost weight just as a result of that alone. Now, I did want to show you the app I'm going to be using to track my workouts. I've been using this app for a while now. It's called JE Fit, and you'll see I have 3 different workouts in here. Each workout is composed of 1 push movement, 1 pull movement, and 1 leg movement. The cool thing about this app is you can set how many sets you want to do, how many reps you want to do, and if at any point you're confused as to how to perform any movement, you can tap on the little thumbnail of the exercise and it will show you a demonstration of how to perform that movement correctly. Now, let's jump right into the routine. So we have exercise number 1, which is your basic push-up. But what you're gonna notice is that I am going slow, I am going controlled. My goal is to control the negative. I do believe it's important to focus on that mind-muscle connection, which is something that I often neglected back in the day when I was weight training. Now, another thing is, I know that this routine seems super simple, but the idea is to get a lot more done with less. Now, by less, I don't mean less intensity, just less sets. And this methodology was inspired by a great fitness YouTuber by the name of K Boggs. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But he does assert the idea that if you keep your sets low, about 3 hard-working sets, and keep your reps in the range of 8 to 20, you should be able to activate that muscle stimulus and reach hypertrophy to help those muscles grow. And this is a great routine for somebody who is a father, who is a husband, who doesn't have a lot of time in their week. Now, this second exercise that you see is the inverted row, also known as the Australian pull-up. This is my pull movement, and you can see it is kicking my behind. I can feel my back on fire. I will be doing pull-ups in my 3 different routines, but what a better way to help increase your pull strength than by doing some inverted rows. You can see I'm extremely tired, but that's all right. This is day 1. Give yourself some grace. We're gonna push through it. We're gonna work it out. We have goals. We have dreams. And the final movement of the day was the bodyweight squat. Now, I did 1 set of 20 on these and 2 sets of 15, and I initially thought this would be a lot easier than it was. I used to do weighted squats back in the day, but when you've been out of the game for a while, you have to humble yourself. The word of the day was humility, and when you haven't exercised in a while, a simple bodyweight squat has great potential to tax your central nervous system. I tried to go slow, I tried to go control, and I tried to go as low as I possibly could. And with time, I probably will cycle back onto weighted squats to build up some strong, sturdy legs. Now, that 8 to 20 rep range doesn't necessarily apply to leg movements, but I want to build up muscular endurance in my legs once again before going too hard. And with my push and pull movements, once I feel like I can exceed 20 reps, my goal is to add resistance either by adding weight or by changing up the position of the movement to add intensity. Well, that's it. That was the entire workout. Simple yet humbling. And as I worked through each set, I could definitely feel my muscles being pushed, being strained. It's evident that I did lose a lot of strength from when I previously had worked out, but I'm highly confident that, muscle memory will kick in the longer I do this, and I'll be right back at the strength I was at, if not exceed it. But yeah, I really do want to focus on relative strength. And I don't know what this entire journey looks like. Right now it's calisthenics. It could shift back to weight training. It could be weighted calisthenics. I don't know. But the thing I do know is I want to integrate a workout into my life that integrates seamlessly, something that I enjoy, something that will be sustainable, because the idea is to build the habit of working out. And if you don't enjoy it, you're probably not going to stick with it. You may will yourself through it just because of your discipline, but you always have to ask yourself in the back of your mind, if you're showing up every day and you absolutely don't want to do it, then maybe there's an opportunity to try something different. Maybe, try calisthenics. If you're doing calisthenics and you don't like it, maybe try weights. If you don't like either of those, maybe it's just cardio. Go outside and play some basketball, take up boxing. Find something physical that you enjoy doing. Now, I also want to say I'm probably not in the worst shape, but people might look and say I'm in relatively decent shape. But I also want to caveat that by saying that regardless of your perspective of where I'm at or your perspective of where anybody's at, you always have to remember that you are in competition with yourself. So you always know those areas of opportunity where you could be better and you could show up in a better way for yourself and enhance yourself. So that's where I'm at. I know I could be in better shape physically. And so I want to be not necessarily competing with those people who are at their peak shape. And I'm also not in competition with people who are, significantly overweight. There's nothing wrong with either one of those groups. I'm strictly in competition with the version of myself today en route to the person that I want to be tomorrow. And regardless of whether you're in peak shape, what's considered peak shape by society standards, or whether you're a little bit overweight, you're always in competition with yourself. Tunnel vision, focus on you and block out everything else. Have goals for yourself. Use other people as inspiration if need be, but the main thing is the main thing, and the main thing is you, your experience, your process, your journey, all of that. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish up getting my calories in for the day. I'm gonna try to get good sleep, because good sleep is just as pivotal to this journey as anything else. And if anybody else out there is going through a journey of their own, please feel free to leave a comment below. Tell me what your goals are. Tell me what kind of weight training you're gonna do. Tell me what kind of splits you wanna undertake. Let's just have a conversation, because at the end of the day, the overall theme is not necessarily just weight training, but bettering ourselves, personal growth and development, self-improvement. And one of the things that feeds the mind is getting in shape, physical fitness. That's all I got, man. Hopefully y'all are staying blessed. And until the next time, take it easy.